お嬢様。
Hello my lords and ladies, Joe here. When you think of the full active timed events, more commonly known as fates, you probably just think of them as annoying pop-ups when you are out vibing in the world. They give some experience, some company seals, and for the most part are just ignored. But there are some fates that offer unique rewards, from unlocking shops to getting glamour. These are the fates in A Realm Reborn that are worth doing. But before we get into it, press that subscribe button to sync yourself to this channel. First, let's talk about fates which unlock shops. Now I've already gone over this in my gil spending video, but for those of you that don't know, there are several fates that upon completing them will unlock shops with unique items. First, let's go over the level 20 Poor Maid fates, located at Poor Maid's Mill in the Oakwood region in Upper Lanosha. These are Poor Maid's Mess, Poor Maid's Misadventure, Poor Maid's Misfortune, and Poor Maid's Mishap. Now it's a little unclear on how to get the shop NPC Junkmonger Nono rune to appear, but through testing I have theorized he has two windows. If you have successfully completed any of the fates before Poor Maid's Mishap starts, he will appear for a short while before said fate begins. Once Poor Maid's Mishap begins, he will run off. Regardless if he was there before, if you successfully complete Old Maid's Mishap, he will appear a short while after, until another fate begins, where he will run off again. The item of importance that Nono Rune sells is the Baby Bat Minion for 2,400 gil. Also, if you complete Poor Maid's Misfortune at the highest rank, you will get the achievement Old Maid. Next, in Easter Thalalan, at the High Bridge, you can find the vendor Chachamoon. Ordinarily, he has a pretty paltry selection of items for sale, but if you complete the level 26 Attack on High Bridge Fate Chain, you can unlock his full inventory. To do this, you'll most likely find the High Bridge in a failed state, so you'll want to go to the southeast of the High Bridge, where you will find a Brass Blade NPC, ready to initiate the fate Attack on High Bridge Denouement. Completing this will allow the Attack on High Bridge Prelude fate to spawn. Complete this in Acts 1 through 3, and you'll get the achievement Curtain Call, and Chachamoon will now sell the Tiny Rat Minion for 2,400 gil and the Fleeting Rays Orchestron Roll for 5,000 gil. And as a disclaimer, these fates can get pretty chaotic, so I recommend bringing in a friend to ensure success, because if you fail one of them, you'll have to reset it and do it all again. In the South Shroud, at the Red Belly Hive, you have the level 32 Hive Fate Chain, reaching the Hive and clearing the Hive. Now these aren't too difficult, but if you are having trouble with the last part of the Clearing the Hive fate, where Severon, Seven Splinter, summons his pet turtle Shredder, know that they are not aggro linked. So if you use flying to move around, you can kill them one at a time. Once you've completed this, the Red Belly Hive will now be under the control of the Wood Whalers, and the Bowbury Trader will appear. He sells the Baby Raptor for 2,400 gil. You will also get the achievement Bowbury Burning if you complete either of these fates at the highest ranking, or the Defending the Hive fate, which only appears once the Wood Whalers have control of the area. Let's move on to the Notorious Monster Minion fates. Now these aren't your run-of-the-mill Notorious monsters. These bad boys are on another level. They have huge amounts of HP, all have adds that can help them, and all hit a lot harder. You don't need to kill any of the adds to complete the fate, but still I do not recommend going at these alone. Let's start out with the level 20 Lazy For You Fate in East Shroud next to Amari Swa's Spire. This puts you against Lazy Lawrence and its Fruiting Fungus ads. Defeat the Ochu with a gold rating and you will receive the Lazy Town achievement and the Baby Bun Minion. In Eastern La Noscia, at the Bloodshore, you can find the level 32 Fate It's Not Lupus with the notorious monster Cancer with Akuben's ads. Do it for Soken and kill this crab at a gold rating to get the full remission achievement and the small shell minion. At White Brim in Korthus Central Highlands, the level 39 The Eyes Have It can spawn. You have to fight the Cyclops Steropes and his army of giants the Second Eyes. Defeat him with a gold rating and you will receive the On the Ropes achievement and the Pudgy Puck minion. In Northern Thaland, at the northernmost part of the Raban's Push region, you can find the level 49 Go-Go Gorgimera Fate, with the Gorgimera surrounded by winged scavengers. Put this Chimera down at the highest rating and you will receive When the Going Gets Tough achievement and the Infant Imp minion. Now before we go on, I'd just like to say that all minions mentioned so far can be attained through Material Containers 3.0. These containers give you random prizes, but if you don't want to do the fates, and you don't really care about the fleeting race Orchestron roll, or the achievements, then you can dump your company seals into the containers. They are a bit pricey, going for 20k company seals a pop. Now on the scale of Notorious monster fates, there are 3 levels. There are the normal, easy to solo ones. Then there are the much stronger ones that you need a few friends to beat that we've gone over. But above them are the strongest of the strong. These are the monsters that you'll need more than a few helpers to take down. Their spawn timers take days. Usually there are special weather conditions to show you that they've spawned in the zone. Instead of dropping rewards directly, they drop currency tokens that you can use to exchange for items. The positive is that there are discords and link shells dedicated to these fates. So if you are part of one, you can easily track them. And regardless, you won't be wanting for help in taking them down. First, in Korthus Central Highlands, near Snowcloak in White Brim, the level 50 Fate, Behold, Now Behemoth can spawn, where you can do battle with the infamous Final Fantasy monster. Once you get his life low enough, he will move to the north to Behemoth's domain, and the fate He Taketh It with His Eyes will begin. The reward for completing this fate are Behemoth Horns, 1 for a silver rating and 5 for a gold, along with the achievement Locking Horns. If you go to Alena at Revenant's Toll in Mordona, under her Uncanny Knickknacks tab, you can exchange the Behemoth Horns for a variety of items. The Thundercloud Spear, the Behemoth Knives, the Heavy Behemoth Helm, the Behemoth Mask, the Pixie Earring, and the Ring of Lasting Shelter. All of these items cost 5 horns apiece. You can also use 4 of the horns in a level 50 leatherworking recipe to make the Behemoth Wall Trophy, a wall-mounted furnishing item. In the Black Shroud, when a special weather status tension appears, it means that the level 50 Steel Rain Fate has spawned. And when I say the Black Shroud, I mean the entire Black Shroud. As the weather appears in the entirety of the region, the fate can spawn anywhere within it. You can't see it on the map, so you will need to search it out and find it. This is where being part of a Discord really comes in handy. Also, if you do see the tension weather, you can open up the Party Finder and click the World tab. Chances are there will be a party there that you can join to help you. In this fate, you will be facing Odin himself. Upon completing the fate, you will receive 1 Odin Mantle for a silver rating and 5 for a gold, with the achievement Uncut. If you are lucky enough to land the killing blow, your character will be the new Odin the next time Steel Rain spawns. Again, if you go to Alena, under her Uncanny Knickknacks, you can exchange the mantles for Odin's sword, Zantetsuken, his helm, Helmer, his armor, her Kaleidi, and the Siepner Barding, for 5 mantles each. You can also use 4 of the mantles in an armorer recipe for the Dark Divinity Falleth outdoor furnishing item. If you are interested in Odin's armor, I might suggest that you do the trial Earth's Fount instead. Not only is the armor identical, but it can be worn by all Disciples of War rather than just tanks. And they are separate pieces, rather than just one body piece that you get from exchanging Odin mantles. Those are the fates that give you physical rewards. But if you are an achievement hunter, there are some fates that reward you with achievements as the sole reward. All of these fates are chains that end with a Notorious monster fight. The Notorious monsters are similar to the level of the ones who drop minions, so I don't recommend going at it alone. In Korthus Central Highlands, there are the level 38 Savara fates. To initiate the fate chain, speak to the House for Tom engineer located at Camp Dragonhead to begin Savara's flight. Complete it and the next fate, Savara's Fear, to have the fate Savara's Fall spawn. Now if you fail Savara's Fear, a different fate, Savara's Fury, will spawn. It's pretty much the same fate as Savara's Fall, only without any canon support to help you. Complete either Savara's Fall or Savara's Fury at the highest rating, and you will receive the Ring of Fire achievement. In Northern Thaland, we have the level 49 Dark Devices Fate Chain. To begin, go to the entrance of the abandoned Amagina Mithril Mine, and you will see Twin-Tongued Addison. Talk to him to initiate the fate Dark Devices the Plea. Complete this to begin the next fate, Dark Devices the Bait. Successfully finish this to begin the next part, Dark Devices the Switch. Finally, completing that will begin the final fate, Dark Devices the End. If you complete this with a gold rating, you will receive the Blood, Sweat, and Blood achievement. Finally, we have our last fate. This fate offers 0 rewards. So, why bother talking about it? Well, because it is still a challenge. It's another chained fate set at level 29 that ends with a Notorious monster battle, much like the ones we've already discussed. Yet, for some reason, it doesn't have an achievement associated with it. Probably the developers just forgot to include it. It's located in the South Shroud. Just south of Quarry Mill, you can find the Wood Whalers Lance to begin the fate, the Negotiators. Complete this, then go east to find the Wood Whalers Lance again. Speak with her to begin the fate, Hide and Seek. Completing this will get the final Notorious monster fate to appear, the Coral King. With nothing to gain but the standard fate awards and the pride of knowing you took down the Coral Claw King, I wish you luck. And there you have it, all the fates in A Realm Reborn that are worth doing. Are you going to do any of these fates? Did I miss a fate that you think is worthwhile? Let me know in the comments. I hope I earned the reward of your like and sub, and I'll see you in the world of tomorrow.